Hi guys, so this is going to be week 29 pregnancy update with baby number 2, baby girl Avery, and I am extremely exhausted right now. I have like one of my husband's white t-shirts, so you can see it's kind of huge on me, but it's so comfortable, and I'm sitting on the floor here, so hopefully the lighting is good. And let me get right into it. So this week the baby is the size of a butternut squash and is weighing about 2.5 pounds, which is interesting because I always wonder how much she really weighs. I think next week I get an ultrasound, so they'll give me a better idea on what she really weighs, which is so cool. But I'm definitely feeling her weight. Like my stomach just feels so heavy. Like I want to get one of those support bands. Sorry if you hear Phoenix. Let me put down the monitor. He's still rolling around in his bed. I want to get one of those support bands, but I have just about 10, maybe less weeks left, so I'm kind of like, I don't know, should I get one, should I not get one? I don't know. This week I pretty much vomited every day. I know it was more than 3 times, and it was like even just 2 days ago I was filming a day in the life, and it was like twice that day, and oh my god. And I hate it because, like I said, I don't feel sick. Like I'm not like, oh, all day and it makes me feel, but right in the moment it's just like you're just like, oh, and it's like I literally eat and vomit it. So that's not good, but it seems like I'm just gonna vomit till the end of this pregnancy, like literally vomit the whole pregnancy, which is crazy. But like I said, I don't feel crazy sick or anything with it. It's just vomit and that's it, so I'll take it. And I know I say that a lot, but it's just part of my update. This week I also felt kind of dizzy and just off balance, which I remember feeling like this with Phoenix, because it's just as your body gets bigger and heavier and your stomach gets bigger, it's just your whole body is off balance. So like I bend down to pick up a toy or to pick up Phoenix, I am beyond dizzy at times, and I have to kind of sit down and just like let it pass for a minute. So this week has definitely been a lazy week where I've kind of just wanted to sleep. I've been taking naps every day almost, and just wanting to relax as much as possible because I'm just extra tired. I feel like the first trimester where I just wanted to sleep all the time, it's kind of getting to that again, which stinks because it just messes up my whole day when I like nap and then I have things to do, or I don't know. So this week I've also been having a few questioning myself on if I really want to try for a V-Bac. I heard a story from somebody on YouTube who said a friend of hers or somebody she knew, something happened. And I'm not going to say the story because I don't want anybody out there who is trying for a V-Bac or thinking about a V-Bac to have this story affect them in any way. I mean, if you look online, there's tons of success stories on V-Bacs, and there's tons, well, not tons, but there are a few non-success stories about V-Bacs. So I know my doctor says it's a 1% chance of a rupture, and it's just crazy to think that you could be that 1% chance. So I've been having like a little fighting myself, where before I was feeling super strong about a V-Bac and going for it and trying my best for it, and if it didn't happen, then it wasn't meant to happen. But now I'm kind of just debating with myself, should I just schedule my C-section? Should I continue it? But I do have 10 weeks or so to decide, but I don't know if I have to because normally when they schedule you for a C-section from the beginning, from everybody I've known and heard, you go a week early than your due date, and I really don't want that, because a week early is, one, it's 4th of July weekend, and I want to go till my due date if possible, but I don't know if you're already having a C-section, if it has to be after. But I don't know. I'm gonna talk to my doctor. I see her next week, so I'm gonna talk to her and see what she thinks of the concerns I'm having. Maybe she could reassure me that my concerns are silly, or maybe she'll just tell me that the best thing for me would be a C-section. I don't know. So I'm debating and fighting myself about it. My husband has never been on board with my V-Bac. my husband has never been on board with my V-Bac from even before I was pregnant, and I mentioned the V-Bac. He was all against it. However, when I actually got pregnant and I'm now talking about it, he would just always stay quiet and say, you know what, it's your body. You do what you feel, but this is just how I feel about it, and that's it. But he wasn't pressuring me, you know, either way. He said ultimately the decision is up to me, but that he really truly was felt strong about the fact that he'd rather me just have a C-section. So we haven't talked about it in a while, and now I'm kind of telling him my concerns, and he's kind of just you know, saying, you know, he agrees. Those have always been his same concerns, and you know, we got to think about what's best for the baby. I'm just thinking of, like, God forbid something were to happen to Avery. I would be devastated, obviously, but what if something were to happen to me and Avery survives, and now both Avery and Phoenix are without a mother because of selfish reasons of myself? And that's a big one. Like, I wouldn't want them to have to be without me, without a mother, and I wouldn't want anything to happen to me. But you know, so it's like either way, it's like, it's a fight within myself. It's like the little angel and the little devil on my shoulder just fighting me and tugging me. And I know at the end of the day I'll make the best decision for myself and my family, but it's still hard because just opting out and choosing C-section is still getting me nervous because I wasn't awake for my last C-section. So there was a lot of nerves in there, and recovery, I hear, is easier with the second C-section because you know what to expect and you know a lot of things. But I still don't want to go through that recovery. I don't know. Anyway, enough with the rambling. I'm torn and I'm unsure. So if you've had a successful V-Bac, please leave it in the comments below and let me know, you know, what you did to mentally prepare and kind of get over that. And if you had a second C-section, let me know how it went and all that. So let me get into the rest of the stuff because I'm just rambling. I've been very gassy this week. That goes without explain. Last night I was super itchy and I couldn't sleep, and I was hot, and my apartment wasn't hot. It's like I wanted to just open all the windows and put on the air and the fans, and like that's how hot I was, and it was just like so frustrating. And I think that's why I couldn't sleep. I got up like 3 times and just like sat in the bathroom kind of with the window open and just like, oh, like it was insane how hot I felt. And then I would come to bed and I couldn't fall asleep. Like I would close my eyes and open them, and it was just like time was passing and I wasn't falling asleep. Normally when I can't fall asleep, I'll watch a YouTube video or I'll search things online, but our internet is down. They were doing some fixtures outside and they cut the cable line. So our internet was down. So I couldn't even do that. And I couldn't do it on my phone because, you know, yeah. So it was a rough night of I couldn't sleep and tossing and turning. And I don't know if it also has to do with the fact that I took a nap yesterday. I took a long nap yesterday. I took like literally when Phoenix went to sleep, I took a shower and I came and laid down. So I literally slept his whole nap, which was almost 3 hours. And so it could be because of that too, or just how I was uncomfortable and hot. And it's definitely getting to that stage of pregnancy where you're hot and uncomfortable and big, and Avery moves a lot, which I love. I absolutely love feeling her move. It's just still so, like, every time it just brings this huge smile on my face, and I can never get tired of it, especially because, like I said, her moves don't hurt at all. They're all in the front, and I just see my belly moving and her moving around, and it never really hurts. So let's hope it stays like that. Like she doesn't get into my ribs or anything like that, but she's moving constantly. So I don't know how it is that they're not painful yet, but I'll take it. I didn't get any Braxton Hicks this week, thank God, because those are pretty scary. But I also took it very light this week. I didn't do a lot of walking. I don't think I even took Phoenix out for a walk because it like rained 2 days or something. So I think that had a lot to do with it too. Like the week was just smooth and I didn't do so much. I was preparing a lot of stuff for the baby shower, but I was sitting down and taking breaks, and so I think that that had a lot to do with it too, that the fact that I didn't have any Braxton Hicks or anything, any of those like kind of pain sores type things. So as for the peak of my week, it definitely was Easter and just spending time with family, and me and my sister-in-law actually worked on some of the favors for the baby shower, some of the gifts to give away, and she came here and we spent like a few hours doing that and just talking about baby shower and seeing where we're gonna put stuff and decorate and all that fun stuff we have been doing. And also I have just been loving seeing baby girl move. Like I just literally look at my belly and I can see her move. I'm starting to be able to kind of distinguish what is what. Like I'm like, this is definitely her head or her butt. Like her foot, if I could go like this, I can kind of feel where the foot is or what it is, and that's pretty cool and exciting. And it's crazy that in 10 weeks or so I'm gonna have a little girl in my hand. I'm gonna be a mother of 2. Like it is just going so fast. When I started these videos, I think I was 12 weeks, so I have less weeks than when I started this video, when I started these videos. So super crazy. But I will now show you the 29-week baby bump, which I feel is getting humongous. I think now it's because I'm not wearing jackets and sweaters because the weather is getting good, so it's like it's all out there, you can see it. And I notice more people kind of like, oh, how far along are you, you know, all those kind of questions come about. And oh, you're having a girl, you have a boy, and you know, just all those things coming about, people asking and saying things, and it's just like, yep, it's all out there. So let me show you the 29-week baby bump. So thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in my next video.